said
carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people.
Oh my God. Now are we talking about Israel-Palestine now? Oh my God, there's no way. Oh my God, guys, what is happening? You know how people have started noticing? The Boondocks noticed. The Boondocks has known for over 20 years at this point. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and this is Bizcoon. And today, I wanted to check out some shorts from this video uploaded by Jubilee 2 days ago as of the recording of this video. It has 1.7 million views right now, and it's about a black radical versus 20 black conservatives. And apparently her name is Amanda Seals. You can tell by the way she's dressed that this is gonna be a wild one. Now, the inspiration for me wanting to react to, not this video, it's an hour and a half long. We're going to be looking at these shorts instead. We're going to look at each of these shorts one by one. And the inspiration for me wanting to react to these was, Asmongold had some things to say. I watched an Asmongold clip about it, and I was listening to what she was saying and what all these other people were saying, and I was like, oh my God, it's as clear as night and day what's going on here. No, Boondocks warned us about tricks like her. The Boondocks warned us about blackfatigue long ago, for over 20 years. The Boondocks has never been more relevant than it is now. And people have been begging and pleading for it to come back, but things happen. John Witherspoon passing away, may he rest in peace, and the revival that was supposed to happen never got off the ground because of Sony being a bitch. But anyway, before we get started, I would say subscribe to Jubilee or watch the original video. I mean, you probably should, but something you guys should know about Jubilee is that they tend to get like the bottom of the barrel when it comes to different types of people. Like there are instances where the one person, like it's usually one person versus a bunch of others, and the one person is usually on one side and the other people are on the other side. And what happens is that a lot of these people are the bottom of the barrel and the most radical that you can possibly imagine, very little middle ground. But sometimes you'll have the one person who's fairly reasonable, and then you'll have almost everyone else being complete dumbasses. But there will be some among them that are just as reasonable. But then you'll have the person like Amanda here, who is the unreasonable person, and everyone else seems to be somewhat reasonable. And no, I remember watching the Asmongold clip thinking, yep, I knew exactly where this is going. And so I really wanted to check these out. Jubilee has a tendency to copy claim, at least in the YouTuber Metatron's experience. So I'm gonna try my best to at least pause the videos every now and then. I might have to cut them or whatever just to make sure that I don't get copy claimed. But make sure you guys, hopefully you guys will be able to survive along with me. So let's go ahead and get started.
Black culture is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers
so
in
white
the black
culture
home. Let's talk about that.
Stop.
I remember seeing that clip. I remember seeing that when you talk about how sometimes there's just a lack of father figures in life, and it results in a whole lot of less than ideal things.
We all deserve a right to exist, and I shouldn't have to earn my right to exist. And that is what capitalism
What makes you think
does.
that you have to earn it? That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't feel that way.
You do have to earn it.
You don't have to earn it.
Yes, you do.
We are
That
in
is
America,
why we are
Amanda.
criminalizing
Do you have to earn a right to exist? What is this argument that's going on here?
the poor. Well, here's
So
what
when
you all keep doing. You keep interrupting me when I'm talking.
You keep this is what I mean when I say it's like the bottom of the barrel. No, they're constantly interrupting each other. Yet one side will be like, oh, you're constantly interrupting me. And I'm like, bitch, you're doing the same thing to them.
And you don't want to hear the point that I'm going to make. And yet you want me to respect your point. And that's not how a debate works. If I show you respect, Give me the respect back. Ooh, I
You should do the same for me, bitch.
knew I was gonna be surrounded by ignorance, but
Oh my god, no. I remember the Asmongold clip where she was like, you know, I told you, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Cause I told you, That's what she sounds like. She sounds exactly like that. She's talking about how everyone else is ignorant. No, one of the things she said within what Asmongold was watching was their ignorance is overwhelming, and I'm like, well, your ignorance is underwhelming.
damn, let's go. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
Well, the thing is, with regards to something like that, yes, slavery, not a great thing. Let's be real. I'm pretty sure a majority of people can agree that slavery was not a very good thing, considering how the slaves are treated. This is, like, within the context of, like, America, it was known as chattel slavery, where the people were basically just property. Like, long before then, back in ancient times, the way that slavery worked is that you were usually a slave if you were either a prisoner of war or you owed somebody a debt. And that slavery was the way of paying back that debt, and that you would have to basically work your way to freedom. Of course, the type of slavery in the US was very different from that, and had all sorts of quote-unquote justifications. But whether or not black people today need reparations is... and they have the audacity to say that your ancestors were slave owners, and like, no, if someone tells that to me, I'll be like, you don't know who my ancestors are, so why don't you get that nonsense out of my face?
My next claim is that black-on-black crime is a result of underinvestment and over-policing.
Black-on-black crime is the result of a lot of factors, but whether or not those are the two main factors is, I mean, I don't know enough about, like, crime statistics to really speak on that behalf, but, you know.
My next claim is systemic racism isn't a theory. It's our lived reality backed by data and history.
I mean, there's no denying that systemic racism has and has always existed. But whether or not it is the case here in the modern day, I mean, we had a black president, and the majority of the country is white, meaning a majority of white people voted for him. And that was actually one of the things that was featured in the Asmongold clip. Was the one guy mentioning that, you know who helped Obama win the presidency? White people. So to say that somehow it's the result of systemic racism, that's just dumb.
My final claim is black conservatism fails to meet the needs of the working class.
So does the other side. So do black liberals. No, there are bitch asses on both sides of the political spectrum, and I don't really give I can't say that I don't give either of them much thought, considering that we're talking about it, but I'm just saying.
Greetings. I am Amanda Seals, widely known as a comedian, an actress,
You're not very funny, though.
a disruptor.
I've never seen you in any movies either. And what exactly are you disrupting?
An annoying person on the internet who always tells the truth.
You're definitely annoying, I'll give you that.
And I am now an artistic intellectual who commits myself to making art that educates.
Is it modern art? Because if it's modern art, I mean, I know that stuff like that is subjective, but I'm just saying there are probably better uses for your time.
And today, I am surrounded by 20 black conservatives.
Okay then, no, that was already something to behold.
So you're suggesting that it was okay for slaves' bodies to not only be used for labor, but also used to empower those who are harming them to be fairly represented in government?
I think it's absolutely, they should have been used, period. I
Okay,
think it was,
Okay, so what is going on here? It says that she's calling out the Supreme Court. Well, I don't know the context of any of these. I'm only watching these shorts because I don't want to have to watch the whole video. Or at least I don't want to have to, like... it's an hour and a half. I'm just trying to get, like, a basic gist so that I could understand what's actually going on.
So then we agree on that.
Yeah,
so we agree on that.
It was absolutely abhorrent. There's no excuse for it. There's no
So
justification
then
for it.
where's the argument? Because ultimately, when there was an opportunity,
Let's see. The Supreme Court made a number of decisions that hindered racial equality during Reconstruction. That includes the infamous Plessy versus Ferguson separate but equal decision, which allowed for segregation. Oh, so that's what we're talking about. That actually clears up and no, the fact that they're calling it a fact check. Oh my God, no. The term fact check has been ruined by the mainstream media to the degree that how do you even know that it's a fact check? And it's no wonder that we have community notes instead.
in Reconstruction, for there to be equality and humans considered in a real way and protected,
Democrats torched it.
I mean, a lot of these laws were passed by the Democrats. The Democrats were pro-slavery and pro-segregation, and this also applied to the left as a whole, but you know damn well that they're never going to tell you that.
Andrew Johnson.
yes, as well as the Supreme Court. That's actually more important. What we have to acknowledge. The Supreme Court torched it. The Supreme Court has actively, throughout this entire existence of this nation, been at the forefront of impeding any advancement, and it ends up sending us back over and over and over again.
Okay, I mean, I know that the Supreme Court has a lot of power. I mean, there are those activist judges appointed by Obama that's trying to stop the president from deporting illegal immigrants. So the fact that they have that much power over even the president himself is certainly, I mean, there's a reason why we have checks and balances, but, and this isn't me glazing Trump or disparaging the Supreme Court. This is just me being, I guess, pragmatic.
Again, because it doesn't have term limits, because it doesn't
Agree with
have
that.
term limits.
Got me on there.
You know,
Right. Remember, this was an Obama-appointed judge that was trying to stop the deportations.
no, it's not elected, it's appointed, and ultimately they have made it abundantly clear that they pick and choose when it's the states that are going to have rights and when they're going to be in a federal position of precedence.
Well, that has to do with the supremacy clause. So the supremacy clause is when a federal law is in conflict with the state's law.
Okay, so yeah, there's like an amendment within the Constitution. It's either the 9th Amendment or one of those. That the 9th Amendment grants states the right to pass their own laws. Just a little quick government lesson for all of you that don't know, if you live outside the US. Yeah, the 9th Amendment is, long story short, it's the reason why, although marijuana is a Schedule I drug and is illegal across the nation, different states are allowed to have their own legalities. That's basically what the purpose of that amendment is.
The federal
Yes.
law will over-
Like, if you try, like, even if two states right next to each other have fully legalized marijuana, you can't technically take it, marijuana across state lines, because then that's federal jurisdiction. You have to leave it in the state that you got it from.
It's
Right. For
always gonna be-
example, in
yes.
California, weed is legal, right?
Yes, but federally,
federally, it's
it's
not.
not.
Shit, no, this is exactly freaking pre-watch moment right here. No, the blue Voldemort isn't the only one that can pre-watch.
So they
Yes.
can come down here and
Yeah.
they could say, hey, we're going to rate all these places, and they would be completely in line with
And
the
so
law.
this is how segregation and discrimination ended up existing,
So, wait, raids, huh?
even
So we are talking about, like, the activist judge trying to stop deportations? Well, once again, I'm just reacting to the shorts so that I can get a general understanding of what's being argued in these videos. I've only really seen the 2 clips that Asmongold watched, and I definitely have some 2 cents on that.
after the civil rights laws of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment were passed, because Congress said we need to protect Black people, and the Supreme Court said we actually are not going to give you the right to do so.
Oh, good
For what
Lord.
it's worth, I think we can do this back and forth all day, but at the end of the day,
I don't know if I can have a back and forth with this lady.
I will completely agree with you. Black people need to
Unless she wants to continue the cycle of Black on Latino violence.
let the Democrats go. I think Black people need to let both of these parties go and figure out a way to move forward together.
I don't disagree with that, honestly. I don't, as someone who doesn't believe in the political spectrum or the concept of being liberal or conservative. I don't really want to be a Democrat or a Republican. Not even really an independent. I just want to be, if that makes any sense.
In our own nation.
You know what?
I mean, Huey Freeman wanted to make a black revolutionary party, but
actually get on with that, because I don't believe that all Republicans are good and not using us as well. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I mean, no, you have good and bad people on all sides. It doesn't matter who they are.
And
let's sing a duet.
I'm for no matter what color skin you are, or black, whatever it is, just think for yourself.
So you're suggesting that it was
my sentiments exactly. I'm one of those. Do your own research. Look for the facts. Look at as many perspectives as you possibly can, so that way you can get a better understanding of whatever it is that you're trying to talk about, and come to your own conclusion. But make sure that it's a conclusion that can satisfy your needs as a person. Okay, this next video is actually one of the ones that Asmongold was watching. It was about the subject of black cultures. So I want to give, Harriet Tubman was also mentioned.
I refuse to embrace a victim mentality, because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for.
Yeah, no, freaking Asmongold, wholeheartedly agreeing with him. No, as a gay Latino, I don't want anyone to say that, oh, I'm oppressed, or that, oh, I am a victim. I'm not a victim of anyone except to the people that are accusing me of being a victim. I don't want to be a victim. Granted, I've been the victim of, legitimate things that have happened to me. Things that were beyond my control, and some of which were in my control. But I'm not a victim in terms of systemic oppression. In fact, I consider myself to be more of the victor in that context.
They fought for
Do
equal
not bring up
opportunity.
Harriet Tubman's name in vain.
The Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch, the way she said that, don't bring that motherfucker up in vain, bitch.
Baby, please.
They said the Lord's name in vain.
Harriet
The
Tubman.
Lord's name.
Yeah, don't take thy name in vain. Yeah.
Harriet Tubman was literally
Slamming her hand on the table like,
saving her family and others from
oh wait, no. Wait till you hear what she has to say about the Underground Railroad in connection to white supremacy. It's the most ludicrous thing you'll have ever heard.
slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
And this is where it comes in. Brace yourselves. You guys are not ready for this.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad. Come on in.
No,
come on
you know
in.
who helped her?
No, I remember learning about the Underground Railroad in not only in history class, but also in music class, where we were singing some spirituals like "Follow the Drinking Gourd." Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. When the old man comes along to come and carry me to freedom.
Come on in.
No, you know who helped her?
God.
People who benefit from white supremacy.
This part. Helping slaves escape from slavery. White people that helped black people escape slavery is somehow white supremacy. I'm trying to rationalize it yes, oh, I'm a white person. I'm going to you see how hard it is to try to put this kind of thing into words? It's ludicrous and it's absurd. It's I'm trying to understand where she's coming from. The concept of the white savior complex. I can imagine that's what she's going for, but at the same time, it's we're trying to help these people get away from all the brutality, yet she's making believe that that's an extension of a white savior complex.
One of the things
It's a lie. White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir.
It's
That's
White supremacists. There's supremacists of all people groups. They exist everywhere. There are white supremacists, there are black supremacists, there are supremacists of all kinds, even like female supremacists. They all exist. They exist in everywhere. And it's like, I know you think that you're better than me because of your skin color. And taking a look at this lady, I don't really want to have to use, I really don't want to have to call her high yellow, but it's kind of hard not to. Call me colorist if you want to. Call me racist, but no, she is high yellow. Being realistic, because, you know, Uncle Ruckus said that you high yellow brothers is always forgetting your place.
Simply not true. If that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
It's like, if a person of any race wants to be in that kind of position, if they want to be in a governmental position, either because it's just a passion that they have, maybe they just want to set an example, or maybe they were raised to be that, like some Nepo baby. But to say that whenever a white person wants to, like, run for office, it's somehow supremacy, at that point, you might just be grasping at straws.
Because their culture, black culture, is toxic.
To quote Boondocks, there's the episode, well, I'll give the quote in a moment. There's the episode about the itis, where Granddad opens up a soul food shop, or soul food restaurant, and the entire neighborhood that the restaurant was located in ended up going to shit because of how addictive Granddad's soul food was. Like, here's the, okay, now I'm gonna quote it. Granddad, look what you've done to this community. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Granddad, this place used to sit between a coffee shop and a day spa. Now there's a liquor store and a damn Foot Locker. This food is destructive. This food is your culture. Then the culture's destructive.
The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no
And here we go. Once again, the Boondocks warned us about all of this 20 years ago, and even before that. I'm pretty sure the comic strip started in the 90s.
So white culture is...
Let's
Stop.
Oh my god, no. This lady, this bitch is insufferable.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
Make up shit. No, here's the thing. You have people on both sides that are fairly reasonable, that actually listen to what the other side has to say, and then they form their own conclusions based on whatever information was being presented. But then you'll have someone like this, who only wants to look at the one side, the one far side, and not come to any nuance, not see any nuance whatsoever, not even within the middle ground. Doesn't even want to see middle ground. Anything even slightly outside of that is somehow worse than the mustachioed Austrian painter. And I'm like, just stop. Just stop. What are we doing? I'm just saying.
It's not gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're
you
putting
are
off
literally
emotional liberalism.
I am
right
not
now.
putting off emotional liberalism.
Well, to be fair, they're both being emotional, but she's the one that be making the gestures of don't take Harriet Tubman's name in vain.
You're putting off unfounded lies
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying
conservatism.
misinformation. Remember they
It
get the
is
misinformation thing all summer where everything
Look at this
conservative
man.
did. They said
Freaking no, this is reminding me of the whole Russia hoax. That it seems that the Russia hoax really was a hoax, that Obama was the spearhead out. Obeezy no longer in the heezy, am I right?
Carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation.
Oh, good lord. And here we go with there we go again with the dogs and the fire hoses.
Actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people.
And non-Jewish people. Oh, good lord. Well, then. That wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people. Oh my god, I did not hear that part of this short. I did not when I saw Asmongold's original video, I did not see that part. Oh my god, we gotta run that back. That's fucking crazy. That is absurd. What did she say? Did I hear that right?
They said
You're carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people.
Oh my god. Now are we talking about Israel-Palestine now? Oh my god, there's no way. Oh my god, guys, what is happening? No, what is... Not... Well, technically, not all Jews are white, right? There are some black... What about black Jews? There are plenty of black Jews exist. I mean, there's literally an entire sect of Jews known as Beta Israel that are from Ethiopia. Do they not count? I mean, they're black and Jewish, yet for some reason... No, the fact that she said... Good lord, what's going on? What is happening here, guys? What's happening?
But let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
I refuse.
No, she said the apartheid being on blacks and non-Jews. Oh my god, why are we doing this? I mean, I know why I'm doing this, because this stuff needs to be brought to everyone's attention. Granted, it's like a whole 91 people.
Let's up those numbers!